The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to the January 2nd, the terrific Thursday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. Now, the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find a gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I at just past 11 o'clock in the morning. I do know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But more important than that, and that's this, during this next 53 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to send me an email, send it off to steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question. Of course, if you're inside our Tigers Den, well, then any and every ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on terrific Thursday. Hope everybody had a fantastic New Year's celebration. Wish it extended throughout the weekend, and maybe for you it is, but we're hard at work here along with the market out there. So give us a call. Well, you can't give us a call, but do send me an email, and I'll be happy to take a look at your requests. Right now, we got a little bit of a mixed bag out there. You've got the Dow that's trading down 51 points, S&P's up 2, NASDAQ's up 11, Russell's up 13, Trend is up down 10, Semi's up 62. You've got gold up $23, silver's up 61 cents, light sweet crude up $1.60, natural gas up 6 cents, 30-year Treasury is flat at 113.29. Leading our charge dollar-wise to the upside, you've got Constellation Energy Corp, $12.30 move or 5+%. KLA Corp up $13 or 2%. Meta Platforms up about $12, 2%. Basil Holdings, $11, 1.5%. First Solar, $10, a little over 5%, 5.5%. Our leaders in the clubhouse to the downside, led by Tesla, off 23 points or nearly 6%. ServiceNow down 11, 1%. Vail down about 10, 5%. Numera Therapeutics down about 9, an 80% move there. Yikes. Ulta Beauty's also off $7. That's 1 7/10%. So we got movers and we've got shakers. Apple also down right now, trading below the bottom of its daily profile. The bottom of that profile is at 247.11, so that's certainly creating issues inside the NDX 100. But let's begin our day by taking a look at right on the reading. That reading is the New York Stock Exchange, the Advanced Client Oscillator. And here we can see it is approaching the zero threshold level. Right now, the reading is about -4. If we get a close above that today and a close above that tomorrow, that will tell us that sellers are the ones in control. This is where buyers are the ones in control. Right now, where we're at, right at that red line, this is where sellers ought to take their energy. So we're going to take a look at the equity future contracts, try to figure out what kind of signals we see there. So right now, the advanced client oscillator is at the level where if the market's going to remain in kind of a selling pressure, which it is with the spot fix also above the 50-day exponential moving average. Let's take a look at that. Here we'll see the spot VIX on the left-hand side, lower left-hand side. You can see right now it's trading up at the 1774 level. That spot VIX 50 days at 1661. So right now, both of those signals provide sellers with an edge. We're going to find out whether or not they take control of that edge or not. Anything else to show out here? We can show you the daily equity future contracts with their trend lines out there. You can see the ES Mini. We pulled this back just a tad. Nothing is broken just yet with regard to the trend line system that I use out here. Just pull this back just a tad further. And so you can see right up against a key level of support, and this is important for us to watch. The NQ, really the same thing right now. Now, there's a cluster, and don't use that other, but there's a cluster of support, in essence, where both the ES and the NQ are trading. Now, the ES has got the bottom of that profile, whereas the NQ does not. The Dow Equity Future contract has a TD9 count bottom. That TD9 count bottom would be negated with a close below the low from the trading session of December 18th. That low was 42,641. We're at 42,767. So price is trading into that TD9 count bottom. That should be strong support. Into its bullish structured profile. That should be strong support. And into its rising trend line. So these are important. Why? Because they're going to tell us about the character of the market. If we start trading below these, that's going to suggest that we start to head lower. In the case of the Russell 2000, what you have out here is a consolidation with inside its bullish structured profile. You also are trading above trend line resistance. Support here really at that 22.33.80 level. That is the Russell 2000. So there's your daily equity future contracts, just to give you an overview. Why don't we do this here? Why don't we let's take a tour around. So I mentioned in the update at 11 o'clock that we had, that wasn't it there, that gold was approaching profile resistance. The top of its profile, 2671.30. The high today, 2669.70. So what I'm going to do is we're going to switch over to my white background screens. We'll do that in a moment here. And we'll take a look at gold for its daily and the intraday time periods. We're looking for, so as we can get there on the intraday time periods, are there any kind of topping signals? When you approach a resistance level on a daily time frame, if resistance is going to hold, you should see some topping patterns. Well, let's start with the 5-hour chart. Bar number 8 is going to complete. This bar, I believe, is at 2 p.m., if I'm not mistaken, 2 p.m. That says at day's end, we should have a TD9 count with that pattern completing at 11 o'clock this evening, if my math is correct. In the case of the 4-hour time frame chart, now I think this pattern also, or this candle, completes at 2. So at 2 p.m., again, by day's end, in this case here by the cash trading end of the day, you'll have a TD9 count top that will be completed. So that would suggest we see a pullback. The 120-minute chart is in bar number 8 right now. This bar is going to complete at 10. Bar number 9 at noon. The bar following bar number 9 at 2 p.m. But see how smooth I am? I'm being able to add by twos out there. I mean, it doesn't get smoother than that. So you've got TD9 count topping potential there as well. The hourly chart is formed bar number 9. No, it doesn't show that just yet, but we will right now. It's going to complete this pattern at 12 noon. If we look at the 30-minute time frame chart, no topping signal on those shorter intraday patterns. Well, the 10-minute does have a Rhodes momentum indicator top with price holding support that oscillator and change line. So it does look like we've got a nice rally going inside of gold, but it's going to slow down as these TD9 count tops form. Where does price pull back to? Well, geez, for each of them, you have to take a look at their different support levels, those being profile levels that could form between now and then, the oscillator and change lines. That's what you would be looking for as a retracement. So you just got a nice rally in gold, just getting up to the top in essence of its profile consolidation area. So we've covered that. That wasn't asked for, not that, but I'm sure there were a number of people thinking about that. You know, what follows there is what, well, I'm going to just do this here. I'm not going to do anything that possibly could screw things up. Stevie's still having some computer problems. Don't know if you can hear it, but I certainly can. And that system, that CPU is churning and burning, but I can't figure out, as I'm looking at the task manager, what the Sam heck is getting that just to fire like it is, though. Interesting. In any event, we'll be back from this break. We'll take a look at some requests that have come in thus far. ANET for Nicholas, Bonds for John C., Lights Recruit for Mr. Bell, Do wants to look at CDIO, Tom, XRP. Tom, I don't have XRP, at least on my white background charts. I'll check that out on the black background chart. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Boy, Stevie is having some difficulty here. Let's go to our first request. Is coming in from Nicholas. This morning, Nicholas wants to look. He's looking for an entry into ticker symbol ANET out here. So we take a look at ANET. Right now, we have a consolidation with inside its daily profile. Price at the bottom of that consolidation, 110.30. Resists up at 115.61. The weekly time frame chart does not show us a topping signal per se out here, with price trading above profile and its oscillator change line. Looks like it wants to head higher. The monthly chart just completed bar number 8 of a TD9 count. Now that top can form last month, and between last month and the month of February out there. So you're looking for an entry point. So just be aware of the longer term pattern out here that you may have an actual top. I'm not seeing it on the weekly, not seeing it necessarily, although let me open up the daily time frame chart. Perhaps this was a sell the D point top, but let me just take a quick peek and make sure we see that. So I can see 1A to B. See, let me pull it back. That did not complete. Yeah, so I don't, okay. Now here's the one that completed out here, or looks like it completed, so I might as well draw that in. It's all valid. There are going to be multiple A to B equals CD patterns, but there's your A to B line, if you will. And I'm going to go ahead and try to grab this. Should be able to grab this. It's just when the computer's doing all this stuff, I always wonder who's in control. And you can see we have exceeded that 1-to-1 level out there. In fact, that A to B equals CD did generate a sell the D point top. Price got back to its breakout level, rallied from there. So there is a sell the D point top. So the one thing I can do out here is look to see if I can find an intraday chart. Now it's going to pop up right now as 130 minutes. We're back at profile support. The question is, did we get any bottom signals as price was doing that? We take a look at the 130-minute chart. Believe it or not, we're going to do that. Was there that kind of a gap out there? Or Stevie got a data issue here? Let me look back here on the daily. Really quite something. No, there was no gap like that to the downside. Let me see if, let me do this here. I'm going to go to a 30-minute time frame chart. Although the 130 shows a potential TD9 count, but I don't know whether we can rely on that or not. Let me see what happens. So on the 30-minute time frame chart, did we have some kind of a bottom pattern out here? And it's possible it was an A to B equals CD pattern to the downside to buy the D point. Let's go ahead and try to draw that pattern in here. Here's your A to B level out there. We're going to move that then to the C point of this. And I believe, it looks certainly visually it looks like. I'm just going to make sure out here. There's your A to B. Yeah. So you've got to buy the D point pattern that's in there. Price is trading above, it's trading above support at the 111.29 level. You'd love to see this close above 112.09. But did you get a bottom on the 30-minute time frame chart? You did. Did we get a bottom on the 65-minute time frame chart? So in other words, getting back to that breakout, the bottom of its profile there, Nicholas, looks like it. Wow. So this is picking up some type of gap out here. Reload all historical data. Let's see if we can get this thing cleared up here. Come on. No. So I don't know what is going on with the ANET on my intraday chart out there. So what I'd like to do, what I would have liked to have done for you, is been able to provide you with some type of confidence that, okay, if you want to take a trade, the bottom of that profile is a spot out there. That's the best that I can come up with at this moment in time, Nicholas. Happy New Year to you as well, and thanks so much for writing in. John, inside the Tigers Den, would like to take a look at both the 30-year and the TLT out here. So we're going to first start off by get back to the 30-year thing, close that up. Maybe that will free up just a tad of resources that is hogging Stevie's system, although I don't think it's coming from my I don't think it's coming from the Ninja Trader system. In any event out here, we take a look at the 30-year. So on the 30-year, John, on a monthly basis, you've got a consolidation with inside profiles. And with 110-ish being support, it's at 110.07 or 110.05 is your support level there. The weekly time frame chart has actually triggered an A to B equals CD pattern to the downside. Let's go ahead and draw that in here. So on this pattern here, there's your A to B point. I'm just simply going to, I'm going to copy and paste. Let's do that. And that way it's on my chart out here, and it'll be part of the chart the subscribers see from this point forward as long as that pattern remains out here. Give me a second to grab this. So on a weekly basis, you've got an A to B equals CD that should get us down towards the 107-ish area out there. And you have TD9 count breakout level support at 108.26. So the monthly chart, it's trading right at its oscillator and change line, not clear. If we trade below it, says you want to get to that 110.07 level. The weekly chart says you want to get down to the 107 area. And the daily chart, talk about confusing messages out here. The daily chart has a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom pattern. Now, that would be negated with a close below the low from the trading day of December 27th. There was a bullish engulfing candle that formed the following day. 113.02 out there is a key level to be watching. So I think you're looking for, were you looking for a long entry trade into the TLT? I think that might have been the case, but I can't recall for sure. But you've got you have mixed messages here. And I would say that right now the daily is suggesting a counter trend move. The only way we would change that opinion at this stage would be a close above the 115.08-ish area out there, and then you'd have a profile change of trend on the daily. But the weekly is certainly pushing lower, and the monthly may give up that oscillator and change on that would also tell us about moving lower. So I think on the daily, I'd call it right now as just a counter trend move. Now we'll pull up TLT most certainly. I'm going to go ahead and close this down, and it's going to take us to the first. Come on. Try to close it down, believe it or not. What the heck? Lordy. There we go. Okay, close this. I wonder if it's all of the dance steps that I put in there that's creating the problems or something. I don't know. Stevie's got to figure it out, and you got to do it while it's live, really. So here I didn't mean to pull up the euro because we wanted to take up, but we should probably go back and take a look at the euro because it is toast. It is French toast. It's all kinds of toast out there. The U.S. dollar index is going to head higher. The euro is going to just simply get crushed. It appears this year. But let's move off of these charts and let's go first to take a look at the TLT. I think that is right here. Here's the TLT. So in the case of the TLT, you don't have any kind of a bottom signal. Again, we got that from, in essence, the underlying instrument, the 30-year Treasury out there. The weekly chart is suggesting you can see the A to B equals CD pattern to the downside. The swing point on the weekly basis was the week of November 22nd. Volume was 143 million shares. It was passed with 252 million shares. Yeah. So you got a nice, good old-fashioned weekly A to B equals CD pattern to the downside, maybe more than just one of them, but that's what we've got. You can see prices barreling towards that 83.24, that breakout level. The question is, will that hold price? If we draw in the A to B line inside of the TLT out here, here's our A to B. We're just simply going to move this over, if you will, to where that C point starts. I give you at least an A to B price projection, and that's going to take us all the way back to that breakout area of 83.24 or more out there. But trying to squeeze this together so you can get a decent visual on this, or grab the screen if you want to. So the weekly is saying that the TLT heads lower out there. So we're getting confirmation whether we take a look at the TLT or we take a look at the one thing we have on that 30 years got that Rhodes momentum indicator bottom and suggests you could get a rally. So that takes care of the TLT. We come back to this break. Let's start looking at the light sweet crude, CDIO. Again, Tom, XRP is not a symbol for it's a. I think it's a new Bitcoin type of product out there. We can take a look at Bitcoin. I'll do that for you. And we'll look at the IWM for both Ron and Sanel. We'll be right back.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
The consistency you're looking for is closer than you think. One or two adjustments are usually all you need to change your equity curve from red to green and keep it there. Come join Larry Pesavento live to learn what separates the winners from the losers. Join Larry Pesavento on the second and fourth Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time, where Larry will show you the market setting up and, most important of all, the state of mind of a winning trader. By watching Larry trade, you'll learn the Fibonacci levels, you'll learn how to apply A to B to C to D trading patterns, you'll learn trade management, pattern recognition, and much more. Join Larry October 11th and 25th for more live trading action. Your purchase goes towards 2 sessions, so make sure to sign up now so you don't miss a chance to sit next to Larry as he trades the market live. For all information and reserve your spot today, go to the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Trader's Edge is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Welcome back, folks. So last year's close on light sweet crude, it's not shown here on this chart, and I'm having so many data problems, I'm not going to try to open up that, was at 71.72. That was the year before, 2023, the close was at 71.65. So it did close higher by, 7 cents out there. It adds to the idea that maybe we get a second year higher inside of light sweet crude. That would be kind of the normal dance steps, if you will. So that's what's going on the yearly basis, which I know you'd like to take a look at, Mr. Bill out there. So I tried to get that going, but resource hog is really what was creating the problem. So let's take a look at what's going on a monthly time frame. Monthly time frame has a consolidation pattern. Let me just open up the chart. This thing has been consolidating for a couple of years out here. Really, we come all the way back. This is the February contract. We put up the continuous. We don't need to put up the continuous contract, but what we do need to do is get Stevie's cursor. That would be helpful for Stevie. So this has been consolidating in essence since January of 2022. We're in January of 2025 out there. And I have no idea whether this consolidation will ever break. It will at some point in time, but it's just a good old-fashioned consolidation. I think the consolidation is even better than the profile levels, but we are trading above on a monthly basis. Profile resistance at 65.32. Your next resistance point here in light sweet crude, Mr. Bill, is going to be the monthly oscillator and change line, currently printed out at 74.04. If price could close above that oscillator and change line, that should then rally up towards the top of its consolidation in the $80 area. On a monthly time frame, you have a weekly consolidation. It's a bullish structured profile. The buy zone between 64.90, 67.23, and resistance up at 75.38. So again, closing above that monthly oscillator and change line gets us up towards 75.38, gets us up towards that $80 level. The daily time frame is breaking out of a consolidation pattern. Now, as you know, we can take, when you break out of a consolidation pattern, one of the beauties about that is typically you get a measured move equal to or greater than the consolidation. Let's just go ahead and copy and paste, and we'll just move a new consolidation pattern to the upside. So this tells us we ought to get to the $77 area. We're in bar number 6 today, so we don't have a topping signal out there. So right now, the yearly says, okay, I closed just above by 7 pennies last year's close. I'm trading in consolidation on the monthly, a consolidation with this I profile on the weekly. I break it out of consolidation on the daily time frame out there. All that points to higher price for light sweet crude. Now, a real quick peek at the intraday charts. 5-hour chart negated a TD9 count top. That bodes well for a move higher. The only issue you've got to deal with here is your 60-minute TD9 count top that's going to go ahead and confirm at 12 and complete at 1 p.m. So that says, at least on a short-term basis, I think what this is communicating to us, Mr. Bill, is we ought to see a retracement. I wouldn't be surprised to see that retracement hold its oscillator and change line at 73.03. But if price does close below that, you could see move all the way back to the 71.69 level. So the only topping pattern, now this topping pattern, again, is going to go ahead and complete, confirm at 12 noon, complete at 1. If price closes above the high of the pattern, that takes place between now and 1 p.m., then you will negate that signal and tell you about a strong momentum move to the upside, but no other topping signals as we see. So I hope that gave the information that you were looking for, Mr. Bill. If not, please let me know, and we'll jump on that. Make sure we get that. Dude wants to take a look at CDIO. So let's try to get over to the CDIO chart. I'm trying to do that. All right, I'm going to close out this chart. And thank you, Kevin. Says Windows 11 is full of all kinds of bugs. I was holding off on upgrading to Windows 11 until I ran into that problem last week. And then in conversations with eSignal and NVIDIA and, oh, my goodness, out there, I didn't really have much of a choice. It didn't clear up the problem, that's for sure. But we're kind of working forward on it. So right now I don't think I have much of a choice, but we'll see. I always have a choice, but I'm not going to make that, not going to revert back at this stage of the game because I'm trying to fix another problem, and that was not going to be fixed under Windows 10, unfortunately. So let me see if I get to CDIO. Is this it? Here it is, most certainly. This is for Dude inside the Tiger's Den. I think it took a position in this, Dude. It's trading right now above profile resistance at 73 cents. So that is your support level. Your resistance area right now is $1.02. That's that green oscillator and change line out there. So you're trading between support and resistance. If price were to close below 73 cents, you'll be looking at 58 and 43 as your next little support levels. If we look at the weekly time frame chart, How about that Penn State? Was it Penn? No, Penn State game is that tonight? Yeah, that's tonight. The Ohio State game. Boy, did Stevie have it wrong or what with regard to the Ducks out there? I thought for certain that they were going to certainly have a competitive game, and actually thought that they would win, even though I think Ohio State was favored by a field goal, or 2.5 points, or something like that. That game surprised me. In any event, I don't know why I switched over to that. No top on the weekly time frame as I see it, but price is pulling back. You're trading below last week's low out there. Could easily be headed back towards the top of its profile, which is at 69 cents out there. The monthly time frame is a consolidation with inside its profile. A small range, 56 to 86 cents out there. But those are the charts for CDI. Real quickly here on a 30-minute time frame, let's see what we have out here for this. CDIO, I should say. Yeah, don't have much to really share with you here out there. So at this stage of the game on that daily chart, we've taken back the gains from Friday out there. I just don't have a real clear message. You had 4 days of downside, 1 day to the upside. Not really what you want to see in a bullish market. Now, maybe it rallies today. I don't know. But you typically would like to see this. You had this 2-bar rally back here, December 18th and December 19th. That's kind of normal. When you only get 1 bar rally upside after moving downstairs for 4 days, consecutive days in a row, just be careful. That's all. That's all that I see out there. So that's CDIO. Hope that helps you out, dude, and best of luck to you. Again, Tom was wanting to look at a ticker symbol XRP. It is a digital coin out there. Crypto, for whatever reason, I do not get that. But I thought I'd put up Bitcoin for you, Tom. I checked my email. I did see another request from you. With regard to Bitcoin, it's got a daily Rhodes Momentum Indicator top with price consolidating with inside its bullish structured profile, which was tested. It failed on Friday. We're back inside it today. We're trading above 96,798. If it closes above that, we likely go rally up towards 101,648. If you get above that, back up to the top of the profile, 105,457. On the weekly time frame, you're consolidated inside its bullish structured profile. It's got a buy zone between 89,693 and 93,884 out there. You're trading above the center of that profile. That's suggesting a move to the 110,650 mark. We had 4 days to the downside on a daily basis for Bitcoin. Now we got day number 1, likely at least is 2 to 4 days to the upside. I would say at least 2 to 4 days there. 2 weeks to the downside in Bitcoin. Well, that makes sense that it would rally from here as well. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We're going to go pick apart the IWM for Ron R in the Tiger's Den and about 3 or 4 other people that have written in for it. We'll be right back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets. with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direction. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direction.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direction.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Welcome back, folks. Let's taking a look at the Russell 2000 equity future contract. Then we'll navigate over to the IWM charts out there. Here, what we can see inside of the Russell 2000 is this triggered on Monday, right? Monday and Tuesday. On Monday of last week, what was triggered was a Rhodes momentum indicator signal. That's that black diagonal line on the daily time frame, upper left-hand chart out there. What that needs is a bullish reversal candle. That was not a hammer candle that formed on that day. The body of that candle needed to be much narrower in order to be a hammer candle. The body of the candle's got to be, or this wick has got to be at least twice the size of the body of the candle. On a 5-hour time frame chart, you've got a TD9 count top, bar number 8, that is present. Now, this is going to, at 2 p.m., this is going to close. At day's end, you could get a 5-hour TD9 count top. It's possible. It's got to close above the close of bar number 5 to do that. And at this, we don't know whether that will happen or not, but caution is what the 5-hour chart says. The 4-hour chart is rallying up towards a level where counter trend moves would come to an end, and that's between 2285 and 2290.60 out there. So you're rallying up into that level. You got to be careful with regard to the Russell. The 120-minute time frame has an A to B equals CD pattern to the upside. It has not completed as of yet. It may want to target 2296. I say may want to target that level. On a 60-minute time frame out here, don't have much in the way of signals that are clear. We are trading above profile resistance. That adds to the idea of rallying further. I also see an A to B equals CD pattern in the 60-minute time frame chart. So what's thrown the what's created the issue out here, if you will, in its retracement, we had a nice rally going on inside the markets, is the Russell 2000 for its 30-minute time frame at 10:30 formed that Rhodes momentum indicator top out there. Now that pushed price back to support, which was the bottom of the profile, but we had been below it for 2 consecutive bars. Right now we're trying to trade above that area. I'd sure like to see this close above 2271.30 on a 30-minute bar. If it closed below 2266.90 on a 30-minute bar, that would be this 30-minute bar, which is 12 noon. Then you'd have 3 consecutive closes below profile support, and that would open up the door in Stevie's mind to lower price at 22.48. So watch, watch that 26.90 level out there. I see on I believe somebody asked about a 10-minute time frame chart out here. So let me open this up. Might have been Nicholas. So we had a TD9 count top that failed on the 10-minute time frame chart out there, and that failed on this bar here at 10 a.m. The volume on that bar was 55,000 contracts, and 5,500 contracts out there. We moved lower out here and tested support. It was about 4,000 contracts. I think the question was something about, is that a high? That's not a high volume bar per se, because the bar before that, 950, had 7,900 contracts, and that was not a swing point. That was just testing breakout support. So on a 10-minute basis, all I've got right now is a consolidation with inside this profile. Now, let's go switch over and take a look at the IWM. Stevie's just got to find it. I believe that it is here, and it is. So with regard to the IWM, this, like the Russell 2000, also triggered a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal. It did that on Monday. It's trading with inside its profiles out there. Support here is at 220.03. So only two profiles? It is. 220.03 is both the bottom and center. So that's supposed to be a very strong level of support. We take a look at its price behavior here. It acted as a strong level of support on December 23rd. It did it as well on December 30th out there. So consolidated between 220.03 and 225.90 out here. The weekly chart's got the Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. Price finding support at the bottom of its profile. You certainly want to watch 220.13 like a hawk. Why? Because if we get a weekly close below that, we're likely headed lower. But support is held. Support is held on the daily, on the weekly, and even on the monthly. Monthly support is down at 219.51. Last month, price did test and reject that level out there. So I don't see a ton of upside movement. Or I do see the upside movement that I do see is all resistance oriented between 225.90 and 231.94 out there. That's the best thorough review I can do of the IWM and the Russell 2000. And I'd say that it's not the clearest of signals out there, unless a bullish reversal candle were to form on the daily time frame. Then that might be telling us that it's got more oomph to the upside. Let's go to our next request out here. I believe this was from Satish, who wanted to look at RVSN. Boy, Stevie had a tough time getting that in the system out there. We take a look at Rail Vision Limited. On a daily time frame, a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal is triggered. No bullish reversal candle. Price is trying to get back inside its profile, Satish, and closing today above 335.21 would be a positive outcome. Staying above that would be even more positive, and that would suggest a run for 341.21 or 344.50. Without the bullish reversal candle, I'm hesitant to call it a bottom at this stage here. Instead, it may just simply be a rally after a 4-day move to the downside, and that might just be a 2-day rally to the upside. If we look at the weekly time frame chart, the only pattern that I have there, Satish, would be a profile change in trend. It had a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal. It had a TD9 count that was negated, but we're trading below profile support, so you got a change in trend there. I would say the daily is more likely controlling the weekly at this point in time, but the weekly support is down at 284.45. On a monthly time frame, last month this confirmed a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. We're trading below below its oscillator and change line support at the 341 level out there, so it's lost momentum to the upside. I believe that all of these charts are being controlled by the daily time frame, and right now it just may be a counter trend rally. Again, we had 4 consecutive days to the downside. That's what that bottom panel is showing us, and this could be a 1 or 2 day rally before things resume to the downside out there. So I hope that helped you out with regard to RVSN. Happy New Year to you. Mohammed writes in, would like to take a look at 2 instruments. The first one is ETN. Well, that wasn't it. Guess ETN didn't take hold. Son of a gun. Okay, I'm going to go with it didn't take hold, ETN. So let's get this going out there. I don't know how long this is going to take to populate. Yes, it is the what a crazy world that we live in. You know, it was nice yesterday for Stevie, I should say, because I totally took the day off. Was on the golf course. The phone was down. Wasn't even looking at it. Really didn't look at it until kind of late yesterday. But when I did finally get back home, I started watching football, and then heard about the incident, more than an incident, the tragedy in New Orleans out there. You know, and then the blowing up a vehicle in Vegas out there. What a crazy world we live in. In any event, out here, we got ETN back up on this. We covered ETN, didn't we? I did ETN. I think Stevie's just totally whacked. It's Stevie that looked like that was the RB. Wow. Okay. I don't know. I'm going to go to GLMD, and if I had screwed that, but the ETN, we must have done that chart. I think Stevie just got off track there. Sorry about that. I'll try not to let that happen out there. No drinking and driving. I'm referring to the golf ball out there. No drinking at all. If we take a look at GLMD right now is trading above the top of its profile, formed a wave number 7, letter G bottom out there. It may form an A to B equals CD pattern to the upside. In order to do that, it has to close above the high of 339 and needs to do that with more than 50,000 shares. We're at 340 and we've done 35,000 shares. So it's got the volume. So it looks like it's going to try to make an A to B equals CD pattern. That ought to take us up to breakdown resistance at 416. The caution there, and we'll talk about that caution when we get back from this break.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Welcome back. So we're taking a look at GLMD. We're talking about the A to B equals CD pattern. It's basically almost hit that level out there. Nonetheless, it still may want to target that 416. It may be more than an A to, maybe more than a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD pattern to the upside. You are in bar number 7 today. So this does suggest, Mohammed, that over the course of tomorrow is going to be bar number 8. That early next week you could get a TD9 count top, and that would have a nice pullback. The weekly's got a nice TD9 count bottom. Looks like it eventually wants to get to 481. And the monthly, it looks like it's got a TD9 count bottom and eventually wants to get to 93.55s out there. So the daily just may get ready to perhaps form a top early next week. Maybe look to buy a pullback out there. Here, we take a look at RVSN. Stevie finally got it. Holy shnikes out there. Let's get a TD9 count top that completes today on the daily time frame. That ought to pull price back towards support. You're at 224. It should target the oscillator and change line. It could be rising while it's pulling back, but the 120.70 area is a possibility. The weekly chart looks good. The monthly chart looks good, meaning it's above resistance levels out there. So RVSN, which is Rail Vision, completes a TD9 count top today. Now, you closed above the high from 2 days ago. That was bar number 8. That was at 272. And then you're a rocket ship to the upside towards that 601 level out there. And lastly, I believe there was a request to take a look at Amazon, AMZN. And sorry for screwing that up. I was talking about one thing. My black background screen, I was looking at Rail Vision. Thought I was looking at the same on the white background screen. But no. So, but we did cover that ETN, even though I had said that was Rail Vision. Here we take a look at Amazon. What you've got is nothing more than a good old-fashioned consolidation with inside that daily profile. 219.88 is support, 230.08 as resistance. You got that TD9 count Rhodes momentum indicator top on the weekly chart. Price though holding that green oscillator and change line. That you'd be looking at the 218.15. Again, Amazon on a monthly basis is all out bullish. Negated its TD9 count top in November. Went to higher highs in December out there. It's just an issue with the daily and the weekly time frame at this moment in time. Folks, stay tuned for all the great programming. Thanks for joining me on Terrific Thursday. I'll try to be more clear, more accurate tomorrow. Have a terrific Thursday.